For the Tafuna Warriors, number 1, Mulinu Ina Momoisea. Number 7, Saite Molinga. Number 8, Truman Fanene. And number 11, Siale Molly. Our team captains for the Samoana Sharks. Number 4, Cyrus Aulava. Number 41, Hemana Vayao. Number 52, Leonidas Mangele. And number 55, Tofinga Siosi. Our defending champs will receive in the first half. Samoana Sharks will be kicking off.
We're looking at number 2, I believe. That's Movite Molinga Fakalata. I'll check that. We have number 6 and number 5 out there returning for the Warriors. William Paya and Faleto Yuso, number 5 and number 6, respectively. And the Sharks going to start the game with I want to say illegal procedure. So on the kickoff, they're going to get minus 5 yards. And now we're going to get the redo. So, calling the offense for the Tafuna Warrior Junior Varsity Squad, longtime offensive coach Loso Iauwalo. And we have a fumble on the kickoff. Was no communication between number 11 there, who's one of the big boys on the team. That's Siale Moli. And one of the returnmen, I think that was Uso that ran into him. But crisis averted, and they've got the ball. So now Tafuna is going to get it 1st and 10 at about the 31-yard line, and they are led by their 8th grade quarterback, Kaleo Satele. And it looks like it's going to be Kaleo's show for the next 2 years as well, because he's not even in high school yet. So they start off under center, and Kaleo's just going to hand it off to his running back. That is big number 2, Movite Molinga Fakalata. And the Warriors have a very, very good ground game. And Kaleo, he's a great athlete. He can put the ball in the air as well. He's got big boys outside. We mentioned Siale Moli. He's going to line up everywhere today. And then he's got the speedster, who's also very tall, Mavaenga Luvu, wearing number 3. He's going to be at the top of this formation. Now we got offset eye, and it looks like going to be a run to Molinga Fakalata, and he's going to get met quickly. Looks like number 55 for the for the Samoana Sharks. Gonna get it in there, and that is Sofinga Siosi. He's a sophomore out of Whangatongo. So no gain on that play. That brings up 3rd and 7. Calling the defense for the Samoana JV is defensive coordinator Francis Lee Lowe. And right now they want to go set up a screen here, and Movete not able to hang on to it. That pass is dropped, and it brings up a 4th down situation for the Tafuna Warriors. As we see here, I think they're going to get set to punt it away. Play clock is still going, so we're now down at 15 seconds. And in to punt this one away is Mavaenga Luvu. And he's going to get a kickoff, and this is going to be a short punt, and it's going to take a bounce outside at the Samoana 37-yard line, and that is where they will start their drive. Defense is able to start the game with a 3-and-out. And here comes the Samoana offense. At quarterback for the Samoana Sharks is number 11, James T. Sunia. He is a freshman out of the village of Pango Pango. Their starting running back has been Sulufa'i Leui, and looks like he's out there as well. He's a freshman out of Whangatongo. And another one of their two-way athletes is Roland West. He's a receiver safety out of Vatia, and he is very talented as well. But looks like Leui's going to be split to the outside, and West will be in the backfield with Sunia. And Sunia drops back, gets a high snap, but finally brings it down, finds space to the left, and he's going to run and get a 1st down. Takes a hit on the way out. However, we have a flag that came in, so back judge is going to throw a flag, and we'll see what it is. He's going to come and talk to the referee. Our referee for today's game is Valvasa Si'u, and he's going to be the guy in a white hat. All right, so now they're pointing. They're either pointing at a spot or a defender. I think it might go against the offense. That is a holding against the offense. All right, not a good start for the Samoana Sharks. Got a high snap to begin the game. So with that, they got the 1st down. Now they're going to assess the penalty. It has to be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And then they're going to repeat 1st down. So it's going to be 1st and 7 here. We have movement on the defense. I don't think the white hat was set. So no infraction there. We have the head linesman running over now. He's the line guy at the top where the markers are. He's going to come talk to the referee now. Okay, so we're going to repeat 1st down. West still in there at running back. They have 11 personnel here for Sunia as he throws it to the out, and that pass is caught by the tight end. That is Fa'asenga Tapunu'u. And Tapunu'u's going to go out of bounds at the Tafuna 36-yard line. Big play there as they cross over into Tafuna Warrior territory. Ricky Lucy, the sophomore out of Lilolo, is going to be the receiver at the top. Warriors lining up with a post safety in the middle, and they're going to give it to number 1, Roland West, up the middle, and he goes nowhere. It's going to be a minimal gain that brings up 2nd and about 8 now for the Samoana Sharks. Tapunu'u checks out, and checking in is Roli Maifala, the sophomore out of Leone. Now we got second down. And early movement there. They're going to catch Cyrus Awiva.
False.
Number 4, he's going to get a false start, and that's going to march him back. So that brings up second and long for the Samoana Sharks. On the defensive side of the ball, you have number 1, Molinu'u Ina Momoisea. He's a big boy, and he's the leader of this defense. He's going to be everywhere as well for this defense. Another high snap for James Sunia. Drops back, fires. That pass sails over Leui and the DB's head. And that falls incomplete. That brings up third and long now. Looks like they're trying to hook up and connect on the post. It was not there. Calling the offense for the Samoana JV is Barry Patani, as the Tafuna defensive coordinator for the junior varsity is Chris Mangalei. And that's going to be a good battle here. So, third and long. So, Nia gets it, and another errant snap. And this is going to be the running back number 15, and that's Audrey Scott Jacopo. And that's going to have a I think it might. All right, so it's going to be a false start. That play did not happen, so they're going to repeat third down. It's going to be third and long. Oh, okay, check that. They reset it. Now it's going to be fourth down. All right, okay, so fourth and long now. And the Sharks are going to go for it. So Jacopo is the running back in the backfield. Another high snap. And Sunia just trying to make something happen. Gets the punt away. And it goes out of bounds. So now, Sharks, after getting a first down, they eventually punt this one away. And now out comes Kaleo Satele and the Tafuna Warrior JV offense. So here we go. First and 10 from the 29-yard line. We have twins to the right for the Warriors out of the single back. And they're going to give it. This is a counter to Siale Moli. And Siale down the field. Siale can go. He has one man to beat. And he cannot get away from that man. Touchdown saving tackle from number 3, Seui Moana W. Mikaele. He's the freshman out of Whakasaba. What a big play by the sophomore out of Whaleniu. Big boy Siale Moli. And he's one of the candidates who is going to, I believe, move up to the varsity level right after this game for the Tafuna Warriors. And that was a big play there. Little 11 personnel action. You had him in the sort of a fullback position in the offset eye. And what that does is a misdirection. Running back goes right. Moli comes left, and you just give the ball to him. Right now, it's going to be Momoisea. And Momoisea on the dive to the right. Going to get brought down at the 6-yard line. That brings up a second and goal for the Tafuna Warriors. And Losoi Odualo sending the play in. Ina Momoisea is going to be the deep back in the eye. His fullback is going to be Siale Moli. Satele goes under center, and they just give it to Moli on the dive, and he doesn't get there. The Samoana defense gets through, and they stuff the run to force a third and goal situation here on the 6. No gain on the play. Here we got 3rd and goal. Momoisea still in the backfield. 4 receivers, and Moli shifts now to that H-back on the right. They're going to pitch it out. End around to Mavaenga Luvu. And Luvu cannot get away from that edge defender. That's Takataka Topui. Big play by the sophomore out of Pavayai. And that's going to force a 4th and goal now. Ball is now on the 19-yard line. Great job of staying home, setting the edge on that backside, making sure nothing comes flowing back. And Takataka Topui is going to be a star in the varsity level. He's just one of those guys. He's been that guy for the Samoana JV this entire season. So here we go, 4th and goal. And they're going to go play action. And they've got a wide open guy in the flats. He makes the catch. That's Faletoy Uso. Does he get in? That's a touchdown for the Tafuna Warriors on 4th and long. It's a great call there from offensive coordinator Loso Iaulualo. Kaleo Satele putting it where it needed to be. And a good route run by Faletoy Uso. And that's how you get in the end zone on 4th and goal from the 19-yard line, ladies and gentlemen. So, Satele under center, offset eye. This time it's to the left. Twins to the right. And he just dive it right up the middle. And this is Momoisea. And the defense holds. So the run defense is stout for this Samoana Sharks early in the game. However, weren't able to stop the aerial attack as the Warriors strike first, 6-0 with 2 minutes, 42 seconds remaining in the first quarter here in this JV championship game. All right, and as the teams get set, we want to send a
Timeout. Samoana Sharks.
needed to get the special teams in order, so they are set now. Is Samoana ready to kick it off? Is
will be kicking off for the Tafuna Warriors.
As he sends this one away, it's going to bounce into the end zone. 1st and 10 at the 20. Oh, we got a flag that's going to be an offsides on the kicking team, so they're going to have to redo the kick and -5 yards. So before the kicker kicks the ball, none of the rest of the 10 other guys on the kickoff team are allowed to pass the ball or the line that the ball is on. So that's what the offsides is.
Offsides on the kicking team.
So I think we'll see a return out of this one. as it flies to West, and Roland gets it at the 20. He's going to look for blocks and bring it out as he's brought down at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Samoana Sharks.
Number 1 on
As
the
they come
return
out
for the
against this
Samoana
defense.
Sharks, Roland West.
Another bright spot on this defense is big 99, Erwin Fuala'au. That guy has a motor. He's a sophomore out of Tafuna. And the guy in the middle of the defense holding it all together is number 8, Truman Fanene, a sophomore as well out of the village of Nu'ulu.
Sharks will start from their own 40-yard line.
He has a good partner in the middle, also at linebacker, Saitimo Linga. So first down, they're going to give it to Jacopo, and Jacopo's going to get wrapped up very quickly.
A loss of yardage on the
And
play
on the
for
stop
the
is number
Samoana Sharks.
52.
Ball carrier, number
That's
15,
Osema Lelidio.
Adi Scott Jacopo.
He is a freshman out of
Immediately making a stop
Tafuna,
in the
and
backfield.
Lelidio is going to get a
Number
tackle for
52,
loss.
Osema Lelilio.
That brings up 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 for the Samoana Sharks.
Second down, Sunia under pressure, looking right, just trying to find a lane to run through. Cannot get away from the defense. And he's going to be brought down at the original line of scrimmage. In
Short
on the
gain
tackle
for
is
the
number
Samoana
22.
Sharks.
That's Bedni
Quarterback keeper,
Solaita, freshman out of
number 11,
Nu'uli.
James Sunia.
So that brings up a 3rd and 10 situation now for the Samoana
Making a
Sharks.
stop on the defense, number 22.
We have a minute,
Benny
20 seconds
Solaita.
and running remaining in the first quarter, and our score is 6
Also in on the tackle,
to
number
0 as the
24,
Warriors lead it
Lebuelu
here.
Samaeli.
I'm sure Samoana would want to get something going.
3rd
This
and
is their
10,
second
Samoana
drive of the
Sharks.
game. They go under center. They have an orbit motion here. They pitch it out to the motion man, and that's a fumble. Ball is going to be fumbled out of bounds. It's going to be 4th down with a loss of yardage for the Samoana Sharks. Ball will be spotted on the 36-yard line.
A loss of yardage on the play for the
So
Samoana
the Sharks, they ran a toss to
Brings
the
up 4th and
boundary.
long.
And the boundary was pretty well covered here by the defense. So we'll see what they do here. They're going to punt it away. It's 4th and long. They got to. And Sunia sends this one away, and it takes a Samoana bounce. And that's going to be a first down for the Tafuna Warriors
Punt
at the
from the Samoana
27-yard
Sharks.
line.
Is down at the Tafuna Warriors 26-yard line.
So Chris Mangale's defense gets a 3 and out, and now out comes the Tafuna offense again for their 3rd drive of the game. Last time they were out here, it was 4th and goal from the 19. And we saw Satele
38
connect
seconds
with
left in the
Faleto
first
Yuso
quarter.
on a little play action boot. So we got 1st and 10. Empty set for Kaleo. Drops back, steps up, fires. Pass is caught by Mavaenga Luvu on a post, and he is gone. Nobody's catching that guy. There he goes. Touchdown, Tafuna Warriors.
Pass from Kaleo
And that is
Satele.
the speed
Compared to
from
number
Mavaenga
3.
Luvu.
Mavaenga Luvu takes that all the way down to the end
And
zone
one
for a
play
Warrior
action.
touchdown.
And just like that, they are in the end zone. The defending champs going to go up 2 scores here. It's going to be 12-0. Still early in the game. And you know what? I thought so. They only had 10 players on the field, the play that they just scored on. So it looked like empty, but it was supposed to be trips with a running back. They didn't have the running back there, and they still scored the touchdown. And then they lined up for the 2 points. There was no running back. So, yeah, there you go. The Warriors don't even need 11 players to score on the field. All right, then, yeah, we're going to use this timeout to say hello to our friends here at the athletics office, the Department of Education. It's led by Suese Pooch Tase, longtime most winningest championship head coach here on island, and now he's running the show for athletics. He's got a great staff. I want to say good morning to Tulanga Kevin Mangalei, also one of the greatest coaches in the history of football here in American Samoa. And they've got they do a lot of great work. They paint the field, keep the field clean. So big famalo to them. And here is a little counter to the fullback. That is Siane Moli. He takes it up. And the 2-point conversion is good. Our score now, Tafuna 14, Samoana 0. And going back to that that throw from Kaleo, that was very nice, well put pass. Mavaenga Luvu's, he's a tall receiver, so he just put it up there. Mavaenga, all he had to do was climb the ladder, get up there, bring the ball down, and he went all the way to the house. So here we go. Luvu gonna get set to kick this one away. He's going to go to Roland, and West takes it at the 12. Gets a block from Leui. Roland now is going to be brought down at about the 30-yard line. And that is, that almost takes it to the end of the first quarter. We have 13 more seconds. So it's going to be the last play of the first quarter, and the Sharks really need to get something going. Because the Warriors' offense, the way it's built, they're just going to score pretty much 90% of the time they have the ball. So now Sharks still trying to get people on the field. Play clock is now less than 10 seconds, 8, 7, 6. They either got to call a timeout here or take the 5 yards. And that's going to be a delay of game. It's offsides, total confusion over on the Samoana side of the ball. All right, now they're going to call their second timeout of the game, of the half here in the first quarter. All right, and with that, we're going to take a quick break. You're listening. All right, and back to football action here. First down for the Samoana Sharks. Following that timeout, they got everybody on the field, and everyone is aligned. Under center now is James Sunia. Got a little wing T formation here. As Sunia rolls out, fires. Nobody is home. The closest guy to the ball was a Tafuna defender. So it's going to bring up second down. So now we got 2nd and 10. Running back still is Jacopo. Ball is snapped, and I don't think the offense was ready. It's going to be a false start. Near side receiver was still moving when the ball was snapped. So they're going to lose 5 there. That brings up 2nd and 15. And, usually in these big games, it's all about not only who scores the most touchdowns and all that. Scores do matter. But it's also about who can make the least amount of mistakes. And this is Audie Scott, and he runs right through that defense. And Jacopo down the field, crosses the 50. And Jacopo going to be forced out of bounds. Truman Fandene chased him all the way down. And he's going to be at about the 46-yard line on the on the Tafuna side of the field. So there's a bright spot for the Samoana Sharks. Well, yeah, it's about limiting the amount of mistakes you make and capitalizing on the opportunities. And Samoana still trying to find their groove. That play probably is going to get them in the groove a little bit quicker than the Warriors would like. But that's going to also end the first quarter. So now, about to kick off the second quarter of today's championship game. 14-0 is the score. And they just want to recap what happened last night in the varsity division. We had 2 games last night. The Leone Lions faced off against the Whangaitoa Vikings. Lions came out victorious. And then the Samoana Sharks versus the Tafuna Warriors. And the Warriors came out with the dub. However, we left the stadium last night. It was like almost 11 o'clock. It was a really long night for football. We had senior introductions. That's sort of what took a lot of time. And we're going to be doing the same thing again next Friday. As they hand it off to Audie Scott and Jacopo running hard. And he's brought down. That's going to be a gain of 12 yards. Check that. He falls forward for 12, but they're going to give him 10 yards, and I think it might be a first down. He's like right on the marker. And head linesman signaling to the chain gang first down. And indeed it is. So now the Sharks on a march here. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the Warriors' 35-yard line. Jacopo still in the backfield. Little fumble on the snap there, but he's able to get it to Jacopo, who's brought down very quickly by Saite Molinga. We mentioned him earlier. He and Truman Fanene, they roam the middle of this Tafuna JV defense. That's going to be a loss of yardage. Brings up 2nd and 11. Now we have a motion here. They're going to pitch it out to West, and that was a bad pitch. Faingatati, Malu giving chase. He's not able to get there. West just trying to find some space to breathe, and he's just going to get brought down in the backfield. Execution was not there on that play. That brings up a 3rd and long situation for the Samoana Sharks. It's going to be 3rd and 20 from the 45, and it looks like Roland West is down. And that is not good at all, especially if you're the Sharks. He's one of the guys that goes both ways. So now, as the EMS crew is tending to him over there, I want to say good morning to DOE's official athletic trainer, Miss Florence Wasco. She's out there as well. And West now sitting up on his own. But I'm also looking at the Samoana side of the field. Looks like their roster's a bit thin. I did see in the varsity game last night there were a bunch of new additions to the varsity squad. As we see West get off the field, and hopefully we get to see him again later on in this game. So now we got 3rd and long, and you got to go to the air. One of your top receivers just went down. Number 12, Ricky Lucy, is now going to be split out here at the bottom. It's going to be 3rd and 20 from the Warrior 45, and they run the ball. Fumble on the play, and that is picked up by Fuala Au. What a big boy rumbling. They handed the ball off to Audi Scott Jacopo. I didn't catch who made the hit, but he made the hit, and the ball went up in the air, and it was swiped by 99 Erwin Fuala Au. We had mentioned him earlier, and that's what he does. He's got a motor. Quarterback makes a touchdown-saving tackle. However, we have a flag on the play. All right, so no flag. They wave the flag off. Okay, that's going to be a big play there from the Tafuna defense. They get the takeaway. And now they line up 4 receiver set here on offense. Kaleo's going to go under center, 10 personnel. Single back is Movete, and here is Molinga Fakalata as he runs right into Cyrus Awiva. That's going to be a gain of 6 yards. That brings up 2nd and 4. Now we have number 5, William Paya, in the backfield, and he's going to get the counter. And Paya, he's got some speed, finding the numbers. Paya finding the goal line. However, we got a flag on the play, and I think this is coming back. Head linesman is going to call holding on the Tafuna Warriors. So they're going to be coming all the way back. But that was a play. What a play there from the Warrior offense. Okay, so they assess the penalty. They're going to repeat 2nd down here. This time, it's Yale who's going to be in that fullback position. And they're going to pitch it to the right. And this is Movete. And Movete down the field. Spins out of a tackle, still on his feet and live. He's in the end zone. That is a touchdown for the Tafuna Warriors. Walked a tightrope on the sideline, spun out of a tackle, and then goes right in. That's why the defensive coaches, every time they coach up the players on defense, when it comes to tackling, you got to wrap. Cannot shoulder bump or arm tackle. You got to wrap them up, especially a guy like Movete Fakalata Molinga, or Molinga Fakalata. He's going to be the next guy. So right now they go under center for the 2 points, and this is getting out of hand here for the Samoana Sharks. They want to give it to Moli and Siale in the end zone. 22-0 is our score now. Tafuna well in the lead and running away with it here in the 2nd quarter. All right, kickoff team is ready and on the field for the Warriors. Warriors looking to go back to back here in the junior varsity division as champions. Now the Sharks got to rally. And they got to get something going. There's 6 minutes left here in the first half. Hasn't been a whole lot on offense. And now the clock is running. The return team is not all out there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's only 8 guys. 9, 10. Okay, now 11. They're just running on late. But, Leui drops it. He gets it. Turns the field, and he's going to be brought down at about the 26-yard line. Now that's going to be 1st and 10 with 5 minutes and 46 seconds remaining in the second quarter. All right, Sharks trying to get people lined up. Sharks only have 11 players on or 10 players on the field here. As quarterback tries to just throw one up there. That was just going absolutely nowhere. The ball was just sailing in the air. And a quarterback just under pressure trying to get rid of it. They were looking to go deep, but good coverage here in the backfield. This defensive backfield is no joke either. Mentioned Penny Solaita earlier, but the guy number 24, he's a freshman out of Pavayai, Lemuelu Samaeli. He's the younger brother of Kiripa Samaeli. And he plays just like his big brother. For those of you who don't know, Kiripa was the middle linebacker for the Warriors last year. And he was that guy. High snap for Sunia. They want to go quick screen here. Coming in to break that one up is Matangi Sila. Gotten it. The sophomore out of Tafita. And that's going to force a 3rd and 10 situation for the Samoana Sharks. Now, Roland West is going to line up at receiver. He's going to be at the bottom. And they run the ball on 3rd down. And Audi Scott Jacopo is going to gain 7 yards, but that's still 4th and 4 now. Now that's, I think, the second 3rd down that the Sharks have ran the ball. Now we got 4th and about 4. And less than 5 minutes remaining. That's still a lot of time. If they give the Warriors the ball back here, and that's going to be a false start, then Sharks are going to be moving back. However, yeah, so if they punt the ball away here, 4 minutes is such a long time. That's, the Warriors, or it's right now, that you can't stop them. All the momentum is on their side. Sunia gets it. He punts this one away. That looks like it was blocked partially, but it still takes a Samoana bounce out here to the 34-yard line. And that is going to give the Warriors the ball on their own side of the field, but favorable positioning. trips to the right here for Kaleo Satili. First down, Kaleo looks to the right, fires for Mavaenga, and he picks it up. Mavaenga avoids one, still on his feet, and now he walks the tightrope on the sideline. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the Warrior 49-yard line. That's still going to be a first down on the perimeter screen here for the Tafuna offense. Ball's on the right hash, 1st and 10. Trips to the right as well. Fake it, they pump it, they want to go deep, and that's Falitoy Uso down the field, and Uso clear lane to the end zone, touchdown, Tafuna Warriors, as he spins it, does a little dance, and the Warriors are just running away. Momentum. They've got all of it. 28 now to 0. Warriors got the skunk. They're gonna get the 6 points, and now if they score 2 more and make it 30 to 0, it's gonna be mercy. It's gonna be mercy rule, and usually that's gonna be implemented in the second half. So the mercy rule is the clock will keep running, and if that happens, we'll explain more on that. But now, 28 to 0, going for 2 here are the Warriors. Pitch it out to Movete. Molinga Fakalata finds it in the end zone. 2-point attempt is good. The Warriors extend their lead to 30 to 0. So now, after the halftime break, once the third quarter kicks off, if the deficit is still 30 points, Warriors are going to have a running clock, and the clock is not going to stop unless a score has occurred, a penalty has occurred, or an injury happens, a timeout, or a turnover. So those are the only 5 times that the clock will stop in the second half. However, we still have a long way to go before the second half. It's only 3 minutes, 36 seconds. Warriors ran, what was that, 2 plays, and they got in the end zone. And now here's Mavaenga is going to kick it off. And they have the starting quarterback. This is how thin the Samoana Sharks are. Their starting quarterback is one of the blockers on the kickoff return team. As Roland West is trying to find something. Cannot get anything going. And they get the ball at about the 29. Now we got first down. Sharks in the same formation. He's looking for a motion. Sunia fires it, and he hits his receiver in the flats. Going down, he loses a helmet that Sunia able to connect with. I believe that's Fasenga Tapunu'u again. This is what the Sharks need. They need these little plays, get their confidence up, try and get something going, find the end zone, and then take it from there. Get the quarterback comfortable. Quarterback has not looked comfortable aside from that play and the play in the first drive. Other than that, he's just been under pressure. But this guy, Audie Scott Jacopo, he's had some big runs here in the first half. Now he's trying to find a lane. Warriors are now keying in on him. That brings up second down with a 2-yard gain from Audie Scott. Ball is snapped. Sunia. Play action. Sunia fires. Pass tipped and falls incomplete. Intended for Cyrus. And he is, or number 14 rather, was in coverage there. That's Tupu Thompson for the Warriors. And for the receiver, you got to catch that. You got to catch that. So now, third down. And we have a false start. I've got third and long. Oh, they run it on third and long again. Oh, and that is a major holding here by Ricky Lucy. And the Warriors call a timeout. I don't know how there's no flag on that. We all saw number 12 down here just clothesline the defender. Okay. All right, but we do have a Samoana player who is down. And that is not good. Oh. All right, then, as they tend to him, we'll take a quick break. You are listening. As he's being helped off the field. So while all that was happening, we have a flag on the play, and it's a personal foul against the Tafuna Warriors. So the Sharks are lucky they got away with pretty much a clothesline block. But the Warriors now, they're going to get tagged with a personal foul, and that's going to get a free first down to the Samoana Sharks. We have a minute 53 remaining in the first half. Warriors lead it 30-0. James Sunia now in the shotgun. And the Sharks have 12 players on the field. The officials cannot see that there's 12 players on the field. Sharks going to run a play. And they go seam here, and that pass is caught. This is Fasenga Tapunu'u. And Tapunu'u is now going to be brought down at the 10-yard line. Warriors score with 10 players on the field. Sharks move the ball with 12 players on the field. And there's still 12 players on the field for the Sharks. If the Sharks make it all the way to the end zone with 12 players, that's going to be a story. So we got a minute, 30 seconds, and it's running. All right, Sharks still got 12 players. They're all, and then, okay, now they catch them. Okay, let's see if they. I think the umpire is gonna call the false start. Okay, no, they're actually gonna catch the 12 players on the field. Oh no, they're gonna keep them on. Do they know what's going on? This is crazy. Who's coming off? Okay, Takataka Topui is gonna have to come off here. So yeah, so now everything is all right in the football world. There are 11 players on offense and 11 players on defense now. It's going to be first and goal from the 15. Trips to the right for Sunia. Sunia fires middle. Pass is almost intercepted. The two linebackers ran into each other. Saite Molina had a chance to get there, but he collided with Truman Fanene. And they're just dabbing each other up. It's like, oh, my bad. No, my bad. All right. And then that's what they do. It looks like James is favoring that middle route. It's like a middle seam, sort of in the hook area. And then Warriors just trying to adjust to it. Ball is snapped. Sunia looks left, fires, and that pass is dropped. Dropped by Fasenga Tapunu. So now, third and goal from the 15. You have Sulfai Leui. He's going to be the receiver at the top. Roland West is at the bottom. There's no safety back there. Let's take a shot at the end zone. And Sunia wants to run. Can he make it? Can he make it? Yes, he does. Well, it looks like he did from here, and that's a touchdown for the Samoana Sharks. And Sunia is showing his athleticism right there. So now we got 30-0, and the Warriors are playing the Happy Birthday jingle. Now it's 30-6, excuse me, folks, with 58 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Let's see what the Sharks have for two here. So now, going back to the mercy rule. There's no more mercy rule now that the score is not a 30-point deficit. Jacopo's in the backfield. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets the ball and they give it to him. Audi Scott not able to go anywhere. Truman Fanene comes in and he fills the gap, knifes through, gets to the running back, and that 2-point attempt is unsuccessful. Our score remains 30-6 with less than a minute left here in the second quarter of this JV championship game. The Warriors are well in control. So their last two scores, the Warriors, the previous score only needed 2 plays to get in. The score before that, they only had 10 players on the field, and then they threw a post to Mavaenga Luvu, who took it to the house. And that was only on 1 play. So 38 seconds is a lot of time for the Tafuna offense. Man, Sharks gonna squib this one here, and they kick it to Uso, and now it's gonna be number 5 who takes it up. That's William Paya, and Paya finding a lane. Paya, can he outrun? No, he cannot, but he does give his offense tremendous field position. Clock is stopped at 41 seconds. Oh, excuse me, folks, I thought it was 30. Okay, I can only see the bottom half of the game clock. It was actually a 5 and not a 3, so the clock is at 41 seconds here. So 41 seconds left. That's a lot of time for this offense. Kaleo Satele has trips to his right. They got a one-on-one at the top with Ciale Moli. I wouldn't be surprised if they go there, and they do. Ciale in the end zone, not able to connect with him. Tight coverage put on there by number 13 for the Samoana Sharks. And number 13 is not on the roster. Whoever number 13 is, Maro Lava. And that's what they're going to do here right now. They're just going to take their shots. There's not a lot of time left. Warriors have one more timeout, so if they run the ball, they could still stop the clock. And I wouldn't be surprised if they go to it again. So now they tried the fade, and let's see if they try to go post or something. Oh, no, they go fade to Mavaenga Luvu on the other side, and he's out of bounds. He caught it, but he stepped out of bounds, and he made the catch out of bounds, actually. That was good effort there. So right here, they're just taking shots. Clock is at 38 seconds. And Khalil's coming in again. The Sharks only have 3 deep. So Roland West is going to be the post safety. And then it looks like they're trying to run some sort of cover 3 look here. However, the Warriors are going to take a timeout. And usually when they take a timeout, Coach Loso has something up his sleeve, and we'll see what they do. And hey, also, speaking of sponsors, want to say. But here it's going to be 3rd down. You have Mavaenga Luvu and Faleto Yuso at the bottom, and at the top, you've got Ciale Moli and William Paya. And at running back is Moringa Fakalata. They're going to go screen here. Oh, that looked like a hook and ladder is what they're. You see Faleto Yuso, he was like, oh my gosh, what happened? That looked like one of those trick plays. Hook and lateral type design, just not able to get it off. Hey, 34 seconds now, and they've got a 4th down situation. Whoa, Tafuna is out of timeout. So the scoreboard says Tafuna's out of timeouts, but they just called a timeout. All right, okay. The ref's keeping the notes. So it was actually they had one more timeout left. All right, so here we go. It's going to be 4th down for the Warriors. And let's see if they break that out one more time. It's going to be some sort of gadget play. Okay, doubles for Kaleo. And Satili drops back. No one is there. Has a man open in the middle, but he's going to be brought down. And that's a big play made there by 66 for the Samoana Sharks. That is Jacob Isaac Tolo. He's a sophomore out of Pango Pango. So forcing the turnover on downs with 21 seconds remaining here in the first half. So now let's see if the Sharks want to kneel and get into halftime, or if they just want to show a little razzle-dazzle. Tough to score from this position, especially with the amount of time you have left. All right, offense is getting set, and players are still coming onto the field. Okay, play clock is now at 8 seconds. They got to snap the ball, or they're going to get hit with another delay of game. 4, 3, 2, and they get the ball off just in time. Sunia is going to run back and throw it as far as he can. And it goes into triple coverage. Ball is going to bounce and fall on the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops at 18 seconds. So now we got second down. If you're just joining us, we're about to hit the halftime break. Our score is 30-6. Zafuna leads it here in the championship game of the junior varsity division for the 2024 football season. James Sunia gets it. They blitz a defender off the edge. Little holding there from the running back, but nothing is called. Ball comes out on the hit. Not sure if quarterback was down, but the clock is stopped at 4 seconds. That's a first down run there from James Sunia, and he is slow to get up. All right, and that is not looking good here for the Samoana Sharks. So as they tend to the injured QB, we'll take a quick break as well. You are listening to All right, here in at quarterback is number 8, and he's going to try to take it. Oh, a little face mask there. All the flags are going to come out. That's Aiden Teo who comes in at quarterback. All right. Now the clock is at 0, but because of the penalty, we're going to have an untimed down here. There was 4 seconds left. When that play went, the 4 seconds went to 0, and then we had a bunch of face masks. For those of you joining in here on the B103, during the break, Aiden Teo came in to replace injured quarterback James Sunia, and he scrambled, went up the field, and got his face mask held up by a defender. So now we're going to have one untimed down, and this is going to be the last play. A high snap. Sunia comes back in here, but he's going to try to find somewhere to go. He's got to throw the ball. No, he's going to run, and he's going to go out of bounds. Penny Solaita going to make the tackle, and that's going to do it for the first half of today's game. We're going to take a break, folks, and come back. LJ. 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 Okay, see you, coach.
Warriors getting set to kick off to start.
All right, and about to kick this second half off. Mavaenga Luvu's going to kick it, and it goes into the end zone. As Samwana takes first possession here. Our score, if you're just joining us, it is 30-6. The Warriors lead it here in the JV championship game. And looks like the Tafuna Warriors are well in control. Samwana Sharks got to get something going. Their lone touchdown came from a quarterback scramble that turned into a run by James T. Sunia. And he found the end zone from about 15 yards out. So we got 1st and 10 for the Samwana Sharks. Ball is on the 20-yard line. And see what the Sharks do here. Oh, they got a heavy set in. And now we have movement on the offensive side of the ball, and that's going to be a false start. So it's going to be 1st and 15 now from the 15 for the Sharks. James under center. Jacopo is the running back. It looks like they're going to run to start the second half. And they do. They run it right behind the two big fullbacks that they have. They get back to the original line of scrimmage and then some. Hard run there from number 15, Audrey Scott, Tapuilupe Jacopo. That brings up 2nd and 6. Surufai Leui is the receiver at the bottom. Now they go heavy left. Let's see if they run it to the left. And they do run it to the left. And it's going to be a good play there by the Tafuna defense. That far side cornerback made the play, number 41 for the Warriors. That's Manulua Man. He is a sophomore out of Pavayai. He's actually a linebacker who made the play. So now we got 3rd and 5 here for the Samwana Sharks. 3rd down situations, the Sharks have run the ball a lot. And now we got movement on the line. That's going to be a false start. So now 3rd and 10. And the Sharks run it on 3rd and long again. And they go absolutely nowhere. So 3 straight runs to start this second half. And they're going to kick the ball away. So Sunia is in a shotgun, and he gets it away here. Takes a Samwana bounce, does the ball, and it's going to stop right there at the Tafuna 36. So that's where the ball will be spotted. And now out comes Khalil Satele, the 8th grade sensation here, and his Warrior offense. So Warriors coming out in the shotgun. It's going to be Satele and Molinga Fakalata in the backfield. Double set here for the Tafuna Warriors. 1st and 10. Khalil looks left, looking middle, under pressure, can't get anything going. He's going to be brought down for a sack. Big 5'4" coming in for that. That's Denzel Vaiao, sophomore out of the village of Nu'uuli. Loss of about 3. That brings up 2nd and 13 for the Tafuna Warriors. Now, Sharks bring the blitz. Fakalata gets away, and he gets away from that tackle. And Fakalata down the field. Can he break it? Oh, he spins out. Movete, Molinga, Fakalata in the end zone. That is a 65-yard run there. Touchdown, Tafuna Warriors. And Movete looks like he is hurt. He is in the end zone. Just might be out of breath. But what a play there from Molinga Fakalata. He was a standout top performer at running back at the JPS under 14 clinics earlier this summer. Then after that, he traveled to the All Poly camp that was held stateside, and then he got the best running back award there. So, yeah, the running back game at the Tafuna Warriors football program is well taken care of. It's going to be in good hands. After T. Ricky graduates this season, it's going to be Movete's show next season. And here's a fullback dive from Siale Moli, and he gets denied. So now with that score, it's going to be 36-6, and our mercy rule is now in effect. There's a 30-point deficit. So once again, for those who are not familiar with the mercy time, the clock is going to be a running clock, no matter if it's a pass or whatnot, incomplete, this and that. And it will only stop for a score, a penalty, an injury, a timeout, or a turnover. So that's the only time that the clock will be stopped. But right on this kickoff, it's going to be a running clock for the rest of the game, unless the Sharks can score another one and get the point deficit to less than 30. And Whitehead Valvasa Siu was just informing head coach Oakland Salavea and then letting his officials crew know. So now that should be more incentive. And the Sharks don't have everybody here on the kickoff return. Now they just got someone in late, which is the quarterback, which is crazy that you'd have your quarterback here, but they are thin, and they got to use everyone they can here as Roland West is going to get brought down at the 17-yard line by a host of Warriors. All right, the clock is now at 5 minutes, 50 seconds. Sunia under center. Looks like they're going to run the ball again. And they do run the ball up the middle. That's Audrey Scott. Jacopo, he's going to gain about 7 yards. And that's been pretty much the entire bright spot for the Samoana offense. Number 15, Audrey Scott, Tapui Lupe, Jacopo has had the big runs for the Samoana offense in today's game. But this defense, you can't just run the ball. You got to have an aerial attack. And they give it again to Jacopo, and he finds space on the outside, but not for long because Whaingatati Malu, number 4 for the Tafuna Warriors, a freshman out of Whangatongo, gets in there to make the play. That brings up a 3rd and short situation here. Now, the Sharks have ran the ball on 3rd downs for the entirety of the game. 3rd and long, they run the ball. And so this is the perfect situation to run the ball on 3rd downs. 3rd and short. And Jacopo has been taken out of the game. Their top running back is now out of the game. In for him is Roland West. And let's see if they can get a first down on this run here. And they give it to West. And Roland does get the first down. Cuts it back in the middle. And the Sharks are moving the ball. So it's going to be first down at about the 39-yard line for the Samoana Sharks. Sunia under center. Going to give it again to Roland. And West does not get far. It's going to gain about 3 yards. That brings up a 2nd and 7. Now for the Samoana Sharks. Play clock is now less than 3 minutes and 30 seconds and running here in the 3rd quarter of today's JV Championship football game. Now, Audrey Scott is back in the game. He gets it, and he's going to be wrapped up by Fuala'au. Erwin Fuala'au makes that tackle. But Jacopo's going to gain about 4 yards. Here we go on 3rd and 3. It's Jacopo, and Jacopo fights through. Tough running there from Audrey Scott. They get a first down. They cross over into Tafuna territory. And they run it to the right now. This time it's Fasenga Tapunu who gets lit up by Whaingatati Umalu. And what a play there from the young man all the way from Whangatongo. Ise Ula Ole Moana is alive and well here at Tafuna High School. And Chris Mangalei is going to call a timeout. Going to get his defensive break here, and that stops the clock at 1 minute and 31 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. And with that, we want to say hello to a few of our sponsors here.
Immediately following our championship game will be our award assembly.
Also, please be reminded that only authorized personnel are allowed on the field. This is for the safety of our players, coaches, officials, and administrators.
And Barry Patane's offense is going to make their way onto the field.
Second and 11, Samoa Sharks.
Now they run the ball, and it's Audrey Scott Jacopo who finds a lane, but is tackled quickly after a gain of about 5.
Hard run up
And
the
there
middle
is the
by number
dangerous
15 of
freshman,
the Samoa
Lemuelu
Sharks.
Samaeli,
Audisca Jacopo.
for the Tafuna Warriors.
Making a stop on the defense, number 24, Lemuelu Samaeli.
So now we got third down.
3rd and 4.
And they run it again. And Audrey Scott finds a lane to the outside, gets a first down as he's tackled again by Lemuelu Samaeli. And that is going to
first down for the Samoa
take
Sharks.
it to about the Warrior 38-yard line.
For number 24, Lemuelu Samaeli.
And they run the ball on first down and can't get away. Truman Fanene gets in there to stuff the run. That's Roland West, who gets no gain on the play, and that's going to be the last play of the third quarter, as we are now down to the final seconds. And here it is, the fourth quarter of today's game, the final 10 minutes of the JV season. And it looks like the Tafuna Warriors are going to go back-to-back champions here, barring some sort of miracle from the Samoa Sharks. This game pretty much trending in that direction. Our score, 36-6. The Tafuna Warriors lead it. And here we go, second down. It's going to be a run, but they fumble the handoff. Luckily for Samoana, Jacopo was able to fall on it. That brings up a 3rd and about 6 situation now for the Samoana Sharks. All right, and Truman Fanen is going to be the player they got shaken up here for the Tafuna Warriors. And this entire second half has been the Samoana Sharks offense. Ball is snapped. They're going to run into Roland. And Roland fighting hard there. That's going to be a first down. Roland taking snaps at running back. We had mentioned Movete Moringa Fakalata being the top running back performer at the JPS Under-14 clinics. Roland West was the top receiver at the JPS Under-14 clinics this past summer here. So a lot of talent out there on the field, and the future looks bright for football in American Samoa. However, for the foreseeable future, there's going to be a lot of heavy hitters here for the Tafuna Warriors because all these players are going to go up to the varsity division. as they want to roll out here, and this is going to be just a naked quarterback boot and a holding here on the receiver on the near side, but no flag. As the quarterback gets down the field about 8 yards, it's going to bring up second and about 1. Or second and less than 1. No, it's a first down. So first and 10, play clock is at 10 seconds. Game clock is at less than 8 minutes. And they got to snap the ball in 5 seconds to the Sharks. Now we have movement. And the Sharks suffer multiple false starts here in today's game. And then it's going to be a handoff to Jacopo again. It's going to be a gain of 5. All right, and following this second down play, we're going to take a quick break here on V103, but right after.
Second and 10.
This time, quarterback goes to the right, finds nobody, drops the ball, ball's on the ground, and that's going to be recovered by the Sharks, and it's going to be a third and long situation here. But before we get into it, we're going to take a quick break right now. You are listening to American Soccer.
Timeout. Time on the Sharks.
All right, and coming out of the timeout, it's going to be third and long here for the for the Samoana Sharks. We've got 6 minutes and running remaining here in the ball game. Ball is snapped, and James Sunia looking for somewhere to go. He's going to fire short passes in and out of the hands of Surufa'i Leui. And that falls incomplete. Tight coverage there by Saite Molinga. So now we got a fourth down. And this is usually the time for the end zone shot. All right, fourth down. Looks like they're going to run it. Now we got a delay of game now on the offense. Ball is snapped, and they're running an option. And that's Roland West who gets the option pitch, but there's really nothing there. It's going to be first down for the Tafuna Warriors as Chris Mangale's defense gets a stop. Now out comes this Tafuna offense. Last time they were on the field, it was Movete Molinga Fakalata who took it in about 65 yards all the way to the house. And the clock starts, at about 3 minutes and 50 seconds. That's how much time we have left in the game. Checking in at receiver, number 13, Jovesa Matanisinga. This is a sophomore out of the village of Tafuna. It's going to be a receiver at the bottom. As in at quarterback is now Siale Moli. He hands it off to the running back, who is now William Paya. And Paya turns on the Jets as he goes down the field. And there's one of the bright spots for this Samoana football team. Number 9, Takataka Topui. And that guy's going to be probably one of the candidates to head up to the varsity level after today's game. So they snap the ball. They run a power, but the power doesn't get there. Samoana's defense coming alive here in the late stages of the fourth quarter. In on the stop, Leonidas Mangeli, number 52, sophomore out of Pango. It's going to be a loss. That brings up 2nd and 15. Siale Moli's getting the play now from OC Ulualo. And I'm pretty sure he's asking coach, can I throw the ball, coach? Please let me throw the ball. And let's see if Coach Loso lets him throw the ball. He's probably going to run a boot or some kind of boot action, run action here. Try to get him rolling out. And we have movement on the line while the snap was happening, but that's okay. Oh, now we got a flag. Tackle was made by Takataka Topui. All right, let's see what the call is. Oh, they're going to call personal foul. So no false start, but personal foul on the defense. All right, following that, it's going to be 1st and 10. Ball on the 46. And another movement on the backfield. Fumble on the snap as well. Clock is now down to 1 minute, 20 seconds. All right, Molinga Fakalata is going to switch with William Paya. He's going to go at running back. William Paya is going to go to the H-back position. They pitch it to Movete, and Movete going to be brought down hard there. Coming in to make the play was Rowley Maifala. It's a gain of 3. That brings up 2nd down. And the clock is still running. We are less than a minute. And, folks, that's going to just about do it. Here's the 3rd down, and the game's almost over. We might see a play action. We might not. But the fact is, Tafuna is going to go back-to-back as JV division champions here in American Samoa High School football. Malo lava to head coach Oakland Salavea. As they get a high snap here, they are going to let Siale throw the ball.
But the pressure gets to him, and he's going to be brought down for a sack. Warriors have 2 timeouts, but that's going to do it. We have less than 10 seconds, and they're not going to take it, and that is going to do it, folks. Your back-to-back champions, the Tafuna Warriors, get it. And Malo Lava to coach Loso Iaulualo. Doing a great job. He sort of runs things here at the JV team, and he's going to go back-to-back champion here. Especially, I want to say Malo to actually the whole coaching staff here for the Tafuna Warriors. Now we gotta clear the way because there's going to be post-game ceremonies here. But for us here at KVZK, our player of the game for the championship game, our championship game MVP, is going to go to Kaleo Satele with 3 touchdown passes today. Managed the offense very well. And congratulations to the 8th grader, I should add, Kaleo Satele, for winning KVZK's championship game MVP here this year. All right, so we're going to clear it out and make way for Suese Puchtase and his office as they get ready to hand out some post-game awards. We want to thank you guys for joining us this season. But don't forget, we still have the varsity season, and there's a lot more of it to go. So we'll see you guys next week here on KVZK for Director Awilua Solomona. I just want to say thank you, and the crew over here at KVZK up here at the booth, Malo Lava. We will see you guys next week. Tofa Soifua.